Greetings from Texas. Today I'm on Galveston Island, and I bet you know that song, that Glenn Campbell song, Galveston, oh Galveston. I've always loved that song, and it's always made me desire to come here to this island. And I'm so excited I finally got to come, and let me tell you, there are so many treasures to be discovered. I had no idea. Well, let's start back from the beginning. Actually, the year 1900, oh dear, there was the most disastrous, horrific hurricane, and over 8,000 people were killed here. Yes, it was awful, but miraculously, somehow over 1,000 buildings survived. But that hurricane, well, to date, it is still the most deadly natural disaster that we've had in America. But the Galveston Historical Society has done a great job in restoring and repairing and preserving all these beautiful Victorian buildings and homes and landmarks from that time. And it has just gotten better and better and better. They have a very interesting past, but a very bright future as well. Well, in 1911, this gorgeous hotel behind me was built. Yes, look at this. This is like a Spanish castle. It was originally called the Hotel Galvez, and it was and is the queen of the Gulf. It has had so many wonderful guests here, including lots of U.S. presidents and a really impressive list of dignitaries and celebrities, even Hollywood royalty. This became the place for weddings and honeymoons and special occasions, and of course, vacation destinations. And it is over 100 years old. It's got over 200 rooms, and it's spectacular. Recently, it was bought by a couple from Dallas, and they changed the name to the Grand Galvez, and grand it is. Oh my gosh, when you walk in the door, your jaw will drop at how beautiful it is. It's very deserving of the name Queen of the Gulf. There are so many fantastic things that they have restored in this hotel and some that they've added, but my personal favorite are the magnificent chandeliers they have. It's just opulent and elegance to the hilt. But one of the things that they are known for, besides being a great historic American hotel, is their Sunday brunch. It's supposed to be one of the best, or the best, in the entire Houston, Galveston area. And I think it's one of the best in the nation. It's certainly the prettiest one I've ever seen, and the food is outstanding. It starts with lobster all the way to prime rib to that good old southern bread pudding with bourbon sauce. And the way it is set up throughout the hotel, the setting of it and the dining area is just dreamy and just feels like you just take a step back in time. Well, that's just one of the great things to tell you about here in Galveston. It, of course, is on Seawall Boulevard, and the Gulf of Mexico is right across the way. And one of the things that I have loved is looking at all the ships. I don't think I have ever been at any beach area that there are so many ships. This morning outside our window here, I counted 30 ships. Yes, they're just lined up in a row. And then across the way over here, you can easily walk to the Pleasure Pier. Well, the Pleasure Pier has been around off and on for over 100 years. But of course, you know, there's been several hurricanes that have damaged it. But back in 2012, well, they rebuilt it completely. It is brand spanking new, and it is bigger and better than ever, and is just so much fun. It's an amusement park that's on a pier that actually goes out over the Gulf, and there you can ride roller coasters or a big giant Ferris wheel, and it's magnificent being in the top of that Ferris wheel and looking all across the Gulf of Mexico and back at this beautiful island. They have about 40 different rides and games and different type of entertainment venues, and also restaurants. It is a place to go. And another place I would like to recommend is Moody Gardens. Again, I can't even do these places justice in explaining them. You just need to come for yourself and see them. But Moody Gardens is over 200 acres, and there is a lot going on there. But the two main attractions is their tropical rainforest and also their aquarium. And they have these kind of signature pyramids there that house a lot of this. And back in 2017, they just did a $37 million project there and renovation, and it is just off the chain amazing. You've got to see it. There's so much to do here, so many great museums, and they also are known for lots of fabulous festivals like Christmas on the Strand. That is a Victorian Christmas. They really embrace the Victorian era here. One of the things as I'm standing here watching going along the Seawall Avenue are Surreys. They have Surrey bikes, people pedaling Surreys all over Galveston, but that festival is all about the Victorian era. And then in February you have Mardi Gras here. It's one of the biggest and best in the entire nation, and got that on my radar to come and see one day. But we were here for the Tall Ship Festival, and this is something that is really fantastic, where they bring in all these historic ships from around America, and they have just made their journey here from St. Petersburg. And we got to see the Parade of Sail, where they go across the Gulf there. It was a beautiful sight to see, something I never dreamed I would see in my lifetime. It looked like something out of a movie, as these historic ships with their massive sails were in line, and they were led by the Alyssa. That's a 1877 ship and is the official tall ship of Texas. Well, I love that then they docked them over at Pier 21, and you could go in these ships and walk around, talk to the crew. Each one is very different, has a different purpose and mission, but it was also educational and really fun to see. But there at the pier and the seaport here, it's just fascinating fact to know that this was the second largest immigration port in the entire nation, just second to Ellis Island. This is where people came from around the world seeking a better life. But today, you can come here to Galveston Island. There's so much to see, do, experience, discover. This is quite a jewel, and you just need to come out and see it for yourself. Just another travel tidbit from Travel with Terri.